So we're going to break it up into a few sections. We start with a warm-up and then we move into a arm and leg section. We do a little bit of core and then we have a nice long cool down at the end. Don't be afraid to push yourself a little bit, but also don't push beyond anything that you feel like is going to hurt your body, okay? So just, you know your body the best. Challenge yourself, but don't hurt yourself. And if you want to play a little bit of music, that would be great too. I am trying to avoid any music licensing issues, so I'm not going to have any music playing while I teach, but if you want to find something that has a pretty steady beat, around 128 beats per minute, that would be perfect. And hopefully this video thing works itself out and we're all good. Alright, so come to your mat or your space, make sure that you have enough area to move, and we're just going to start with a few nice deep breaths in and exhale. Breathe in, exhale, breathe in and out. Give me one more. In and out. Little knee pulls. Just lifting those knees, getting the heart rate up a little bit. Keep it going. Now I want you to bring up those elbows. Little rotation here, elbow to opposite knee. Nice job. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1, and come into your squat. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to squat down, keeping that chest up. Knees are staying behind the toes. We're just pushing that booty back behind. Looks like this. See that those knees are staying behind my toes. Really press into the heels. Your toes should be able to wiggle. Keep it going. Whew. Nice job. Now we're going to go down, pop one heel, opposite. One heel, then the other. Bring it up, other side. One heel, then the other. 2 more. Last set. Now see if you can bring up both. If not, keep it at that opposite heel. 2 heels at once or 1 at a time. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Then hold it down. Reach those arms up. Make yourself nice and long. Just stretch through those fingers. Woo. And bring it up. Little shoulder roll. Okay, we're going to take it off to a little side lunge here. So we bring arms down, reach that foot up, arms overhead, reach. We're not looking to make it too big, just getting warmed up here. Reach, reach, woo. 2 more. Bring it down, hold it off to that side, little rotation. Bring it to the center, little deep bend, open up the hips, chin to the chest, and again. Last one. Nice job. Bring those hands up. We take it down. Lift, lift, lift. Woo! 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Here comes that rotation. Excellent work. Bring it back to the center. I want you to just hold. Sink as deep as feels comfortable to you here. Press those shoulders back, open up the chest. Little lifts. Lift. Lift. Nice job. Think about your posture right now. Think about if someone was drawing a string right up out of the top of your head. Excellent. And give me one more of those deep bends. Woo! Okay, we're gonna come down to the mat for our upper body warm-up. I want you to come to one end of your space, and then we're gonna hinge forward at the hips. So we go down, and then stop halfway. Lift, lift. Think of lifting just about a quarter of the way. Lift, lift. 2 more. Lift, lift. And then I want you to bring it all the way down, walk it out to plank. Here we go. Hold it here. Now you're going to tap your knee to the opposite elbow. Tap, 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 tap. Keep it going. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees. Give me 2 cat and cows. So bring that head up. And then bring the chin to the chest as you round the back. And bring it up. All right, I want you to set your knees back so that they're not underneath your hips anymore. Bring your hands close together. We're gonna do a little series of tricep push-ups. We're gonna take it halfway down and back up. Halfway down, keeping the elbows close to the body to make sure we're engaging those tricep muscles. Breathe, breathe. 2, 1, and then hold it in that center. Just hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back, sit back into child's pose. Nice job. That brings us to the end of our warm-up. We'll jump into our arm and leg section, but first make sure you have some water, make sure you're drinking. I hope we've worked out some of our kinks with this video. It's different every week, I swear. So make sure you're drinking, and we're gonna start with our arm and leg section with your light weights. So grab those. I'll try and give you options too, so if you feel like something's a little tricky or if you feel like you need a bit more of a challenge, we'll try and give you a few options as we go along. Okay, so I want you to come into a wide plie. The thing about the wide plies that you need to remember is your knees need to stay behind your toes. So get your feet as wide as possible. Check your furthest down plie to make sure that those knees are still behind the toes. Also, you want to make sure that you can still see your big toe. We're kind of tracking those knees over the second and third toes. Keep that in mind, and make sure that you keep your chest lifted. We're dropping those hips right between the heels. We're not hinging forward like this. The booty's not coming out. We're kind of like in a toaster here. You know, you're nice and flat. Think of sliding your body into a toaster. So I want you to come down as far as feels comfortable, but don't be afraid to give yourself a little extra push here. We're gonna hold those weights out in front, and then we twist as we pop that heel. You're keeping that core engaged, moving the arms, but the core you can see on me is not really moving. It's mostly the arms and the shoulders that are rotating. breathe. We're going to do this little half range. Half, half, half. Ooh, it's getting warm in here already. And then we hold. Ooh, feel that hold. If you have to drop that heel, you can, but try and keep it up if you can too. Keep those arms up. And then come down and drop that heel. Nice job. Next, before we do the other side, we're going to give a little change here. So what I want you to do is keep that wide plie. Your arms are going to come out to the sides like you're serving two different trays. So we press out. Bring those elbows close to the body. Out, in, press, press, press. Nice and strong. Breathe. Here comes that half range of motion. We don't get that release at the top. We just keep those knees bent the whole time, pulling those elbows in towards the back. And then we pulse, pulse, pulse. Controlled little movement, few inches. You got this. Woo! And the hold. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Keep that chest proud. And release. Give me a couple of shoulder rolls. Nice job, you guys. All right, we come back to that twist. Now, if the weights ever start to feel too heavy, you're more than welcome to put it down. Anything that we're doing you could do without weights, just use body weight, totally fine. Okay, bring it out in front. You could even hold it here if you feel like this was too much for you too. So we pop that heel, pop, pop, pop. Woo! Do you feel that little twist? Give me two more. Then we do that half range. We're not coming all the way down to the front, not putting that heel all the way down. And then we hold. Ooh, feel that little burn starting. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it back. Shoulder roll. Nice job. Okay, you can go ahead and put your weights down for the moment. Grab a drink because that was a big series of exercises. I want you to grab your chair, or if you're using a countertop, that works too. And we're just going to kind of put it off to one side. It's always kind of hard to make this work in a small space. Take your ball or your rolled up towel, your beach ball, your throw pillow, whatever you have, and we're going to put it behind the knee. So whatever one is closest to me, that's the leg that I want you to work. We're going to put our forearms on top of that counter or chair, whatever you're using, and then I want you to have your toe pointed. Now, here's the thing that I want you to do. I don't want you to round your back, and I don't want you to overarch. We're just going to have a nice straight line from the top of our head out the tailbone. So, pointing the knee towards the floor, we're going to lift, 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 lift. Keep a nice little bend in the knee of that standing leg. We don't want to stress that leg out. All right, now we just go little half range, smaller motion, keeping the toe pointed. Hold it here, flex that foot, and we squeeze, 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 squeeze. Woo! That's gonna fire up your glutes really fast. Push through it. You've got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done yet. We're going to squeeze the ball and hold. Woo, yeah, feel it. Oh, we're almost there, but then we're still not done. We're gonna go squeeze, push, squeeze, push, squeeze, push, squeeze, push. 4 more, squeeze, push, squeeze, push, squeeze, push, squeeze, and push. Come on up. Woo, that's tough work. Nicely done. Okay, we're gonna do the other side. So I want you to either move your chair to the other side, or you can just switch your ball to the other leg, whatever you feel like is easiest for you to make sure you're doing the other side. Don't do it twice on the same side, that wouldn't be good. Okay, remember, forearms are coming to the bar. We have that nice straight line. We're not curving like this. Nice straight line, and we start with that lift with a pointed toe. Lift, lift. Keeping a bend in the knee of that standing leg. Lift, lift. 3, 2, 1, and then we do that half range, all the way up, halfway down. Breathe. And then we bring it up, flex that foot, and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Ooh, yes. So close. 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze it and hold. Woo-wee. Keep holding. Got a little shift there. Okay, now we do a little bit of both. We squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift, squeeze, lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, very nice, very nice. You can put the ball out of the way. We're not going to be using that anytime soon. Okay, take a deep breath. Give yourself a nice little relaxation. We're going to go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left knee just to get a little stretch there. This is called a figure 4 stretch, and I want you to remember this because we're going to do an exercise that actually incorporates our figure 4 stretch later. Switch sides. Nice. Get that good little stretch through those glute muscles we just worked. All right, we are going to do a series of what is called curtsy lunges. So I want you to keep your chair handy. We're going to take the leg, whatever one is mirroring the one that is facing me, and we're going to do a little series of curtsy lunges. And what I want you to kind of think of is that I want your knees to follow your toes. So don't crank your knee in a weird direction that could potentially hurt. It's just whatever direction those toes are pointed is the direction your knee should be following, okay? So I want you to just have a hand on your chair for balance, and then we go down, 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 little curtsies, down. Keeping that chest up, we're not leaning over. Shoulders are over the hips. Breathe. Woo! We've got one more. Now hold it in front, half range. We're not standing up at the top. Nice job, you guys. Take it to the back. We do that half range. Breathe. And we pulse, pulse, pulse just a few inches. Few inches. And we take it to the back and we pulse. Oh, yes. It's hard work, but it's worth it. And then I just want you to hold it here. Your right leg should be in the front. Your left leg should be in the back. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Give a little shake. Grab your weights. Before we move into our next side, I want to do something to kind of break it up so we're not totally killing our legs. So I'm gonna move this just a little bit. I want you to just have your feet about hip width apart or so, little bend in those knees. We're gonna do some arms. Okay, your arms come up, take it to the side. Take it behind your head. We go from upright to horizontal. Little bend in those knees. Remember, we don't want to injure that lower back. Breathe. Breathe. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it down and hold. See if you can get that bent elbow so that it is pointing towards the ceiling. We're almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Nice job. Grab a drink. I feel like I'm working you guys too hard. Is everybody good? We're all happy. No one hates me yet, hopefully. Okay, so we've done 2 exercises, one side a piece. Now we need to go back and do those same exercises on the other side. So bring your chair over. We're going to do those curtsy lunges. Okay, don't forget to breathe while we're doing this, keeping that chest upright. Here we go. Front. Nope, sorry, I'm doing the wrong leg. Here we go. Front and back. Front and back. Here we go. Front, back. Breathe. Front and back. Woo. Front and back. Now we hold it in the front. Half range. Take it to the back. Keep that chest up. We pulse. Tiny little movement. And back. And we hold. Hold it here. Keep those knees bent. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Little shake. Move that just a little bit out of the way. Grab those weights again. Here comes our arms. I'm afraid I'm gonna whack that chair. Okay, we go up. Make sure that you've got your feet about hip width apart. Little bend in those knees. We go up, back behind the head. Back. Back. There you go. Woo! Nice job. Almost there. Take it back and hold. Reach that bent elbow towards the ceiling. Breathe. Keep that chest up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Little shoulder roll. You guys are so tough. Nice job. Okay, well, let me start over. We're going to use our chair again, but you don't have to use this chair for this part if you don't want to. It's going to be a little bit of a balance challenge, so if you feel like maybe that's not the best thing for you, you don't need to use the chair, but you can if you want to. So what you're going to do, if you want to, is take the leg closest to me, and you're going to put your foot on top of the seat of the chair. If you feel like that is not a good situation for you, just bring your foot back like a little kickstand. So you choose what's the best thing for you. You know your body. So we're gonna bring that foot up. Definitely have a bend in this knee, because if you don't, that's gonna be bad for your body. We don't wanna hyperextend any knees here. Okay, so you've got that foot either as a kickstand or on the chair, and then we lean forward just a bit, and then we do these chest flies. Lift, lift. Your gaze is down towards the floor. Nice neutral spine. Breathe, breathe. Whew. We've got 2 more, and then I want you to just pulse, 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 pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Bring that foot off. The nice thing about these kinds of compound movements is the legs were not moving, but we're still getting a burn from supporting our body weight on that one side. So it's kind of nice to just give us a little variety there. Okay, whatever foot was on the chair or as a kickstand, make sure you switch it now. We do that same thing. Hold it there for balance. I say that as I fall over. Hinge forward just a little bit, keep a bend in that knee, and we do those chest flies. Keep breathing. Got 2 more, and then do that little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Little shoulder roll. We're doing lots of arms today. If it feels like too much, like I said, definitely just put those weights down. Okay, we are all finished with the chair. You can move it out of your way. We're gonna grab some water. And then now we're all finished with our arms and legs. We're going to transition into our core. Some of our core work today has just a little bit of arms in it, but the focus that I want you to pay attention to is your core for this section. Sorry, I feel like I'm all out of breath. We're going to do our first core exercise standing, and it does have weights, but I want you to think more about this area than I do want you to focus on your arms, okay? So I want you to take your right leg, and it's going to be just kind of tapped, your toes touching on that front part, little bend in this, and then your weights are going to come overhead. If this feels bad for your lower back, don't use weights, just put the weights down. Another option is just not to go so far back, because we're reaching kind of over our head, and then you crunch it in. Crunch, crunch, reach, crunch. You can see that my chest stays up the whole time. I'm lose my balance. We're not arching, but we're crunching. Last one. Then we're gonna find that balance. Crunch, 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 crunch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Give yourself a little breath there. Anytime you're using so many different muscle groups, throwing weights in there, you're gonna get your heart rate up a little. So I hope you're feeling a little cardio along with your muscle tone today. Left leg goes in the front. We reach those arms overhead with or without weights. Crunch it up. Crunch. Woo. Give me 4 more. Find that balance. Crunch, crunch, crunch. If you have to put your toe down, that's okay. And bring it down. Nice job. Okay, put those weights down. We're gonna come down to the floor. And I want you to not freak out. As sometimes when we do some new things, people go, I can't do that. Try it. see what you can do. I will give you some modifications. So you're gonna have one arm up, both legs kind of, think of your legs being pinned together if that helps. And we're gonna bring it up like that. If that feels like too much for your body, you can keep that bottom leg down and you'll do like this. You're still gonna get some muscle tone there. You're still gonna work those obliques, but it's just gonna work it in a little bit different way. So that arm comes up, your shoulder is gonna be directly over your elbow, and we're not gonna sag here like this. Keep this lifted right here. Here we go. Lift, lift, lift. Woo! Breathe, lift. 2, 1, and we pulse, 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 pulse for 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Whew, that is definitely a tricky one. If you did it, pat yourself on the back. Go ahead and switch sides. And we're going to make sure that that elbow once again is is underneath the shoulder. Arm comes up, lift, lift. Doing one leg, if that's what you'd like to do for your body. Last one. Here comes that pulse. Four, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Nice job. Excellent work. Okay, I want you to come so that you're sitting up. Give yourself time to get into the proper position here. So I want you to keep your chest up, chin stays off your chest. We're gonna just kind of roll those shoulders down and back. Think of bringing them down your back. Arms come out. Here are your options. You can lean back and you can just keep it here if you want. Or you can lift one foot. If you feel like you've got that, bring both feet. And if you need a bit more challenge, extend those legs. Keeping the chin off the chest and breathing. We're just gonna hold it here. This is called an earthquake. And if you haven't figured out why yet, it's because you shake. Just sit and shake as we hold. Woo. Keep on breathing. We've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Give your knees a little hug here. Give those abs a bit of a break. You guys are troopers. Keep sticking with me till we get to the end, and I promise I will give you a lovely stretch at the end. Okay, we're gonna come back down to our elbows. Shoulder over the elbow. We're not leaning over like this, and we're not sagging down. So keep that side body lifted. Shoulder over the elbow. You're gonna bend your bottom leg, and then we're gonna lift up off that hip. We tap forward, tap back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Forward, back. Keep it going. Keep yourself lifted. Last set. Tap in the front. And in the back. And then tap in the center without coming down to the floor. Just little pulses right in the center. And then we hold. Whew. This is a long exercise. You got this. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Nice work. Okay, I want you to get a drink. Grab your drink. Gotta make sure we're staying hydrated here. Now we flip around, we do the other side of that elbow. Okay, bottom knee is bent. Shoulders over the elbow. Hand can be wherever you want it to be. I usually put it on my hip. We lift up that hip, brace, tap forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap in the front and in the back. Bring it to the center, little pulses. And hold. Woo! Oh, almost there. And release. You guys are awesome. Okay. You've noticed we keep doing things on our side. Now we're gonna roll over to stomach. We're gonna do an elbow plank. I'm actually gonna do it from this side. We're gonna do an elbow plank, and I want you to kind of remember that you need to keep your eyes just a few inches in front of your hands. So I don't want you looking back towards your feet, and I don't want you looking straight up so that you're craning that neck. So come down. You can either make fists with your hands or you can have your palms flat. And we're gonna hold that plank. Now we don't want you sagging in the middle, and we don't want your butt up like this. Nice straight line, like if somebody put a yardstick along your body. If you feel like it's hard to keep that core lifted, I want you to just think if somebody lit a fire underneath you and you're trying to keep those abs from getting licked by the flames. All right, hold it here. Now tap out that leg closest to me. Tap, 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 tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees. Just a second. We're gonna pop up, do the other side. Here we go. Pop it up, hold that plank, and we tap, 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 tap. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees, sit back into child's pose. You guys are awesome. We are so close to being finished with the working part of our exercises. We're almost to our stretching part. We're gonna go into a bridge. So I want you to roll over onto your back. Here you are with your shoulders against the mat. We're not bringing them up. Just think of relaxing those shoulders back into your mat or to the carpet, whatever you're on. Bring your right ankle over your left knee. This is that figure 4 we talked about. Bring your left heel closer to your booty, and then we're gonna press up into that bridge. We lift. So keep that leg up there, and then we lower, lift, lower, lift. Those hands can brace right by your hips. Lift, lift, lift. Squeeze that booty at the top. Now we do just a little half range. Not so big of a motion. Almost there. Press it up and hold. Squeeze that booty. Woo-wee. Almost there. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Bring those knees into your chest. Nice little stretch here. All right, we're gonna switch sides. So we drop that right foot, the left ankle crosses the right knee. Again, your hands can brace right by your hips, or if you prefer, you can even make fists and kind of press those biceps into the mat. All right, are you ready? Bring that right foot closer to your back side. Here we go. Lift. Starting with that full range. 4, 3, 2, 1 half range, squeeze, 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 squeeze. 4 more. Take it up and hold. Whew. If you are not flaming right now, then I am impressed with you. Nice job. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Once again, wrap those arms around your knees. You can even bring your head up if that feels good. Then I want you to take your arms and legs overhead. Reach as long as you can. Reaching those fingers and toes to opposite ends of the room. Once again, bring those knees up to your chest. Just gently rock side to side. Give your back a little massage there. And then I want you to take your legs off to the left. Put your left hand on top of your knees. Your right hand is going to extend out to the side. Look over that right shoulder. So you get a nice rotation through your spine. Bring it up. Now take it off to the right. Right hand goes on top of your knees, left hand extends out, and look over that left shoulder. Work on slowing your breathing. We've reached the end of the workout. Now we just get to do the relaxing part. Come back to the center. We're going to stretch out the way we did before. We're going to cross that right ankle over the left knee. This time I want you to kind of wrap your hands behind that left thigh and pull it back towards you. You can even use your right elbow to brace against that right thigh. And it just kind of deepens the stretch a little bit. You don't have to, but if that feels good, you can. And then we're just going to change it just a little bit. Extend. Get a little rotation through those through the left ankle, not those. Hopefully you don't have plural left ankles. Bend that left leg again, uncross. And then lower the left leg down to the floor. Just pull that right knee up. Take your right knee in your right hand and just open it out to the side. But keep your left hip on the floor. We don't want to roll. Just open it out as far as feels comfortable to you. Bring it back to the center, lower it down, give me another overhead reach. Come back up, this time that left ankle crosses the right knee, grab behind that right thigh, pull it back towards your chest. You should be feeling it right through that glute muscle. We did a lot of stuff that worked that today, so we want to make sure we stretch it out. And And then extend that right leg up. Give me a few rolls with that ankle in both directions. And then we're gonna lower the right leg down, but we grab a hold of that left knee and open it out to the side, keeping the right hip on the floor. Go ahead and bring it back in. Give me that overhead stretch. And then I want you to walk your feet in so that they're flat, like almost like you're doing your bridge position. And then I want you to just kind of press up and down, just gently. We're not doing work here, just kind of stretching a little bit. Just gentle presses up. One more. And down. Walk those feet back out. And then I want you to roll on up. Keep your legs out in front of you. And I want you to start with just some bent knees. Now you can grab a hold of this, and if this works for you and that's as far as you want to get, that's great. But if you want to step it out just a little bit, get that stretch through the backs of the legs. That's what we're going for. So walk those heels out till you're feeling that stretch. And if you can extend all the way, that's awesome. Do that too. Whatever you can do to get those stretch through the back of your legs. Just see if you can sink a little bit deeper. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, release and walk those hands up your legs. Give me a roll over to that side, and I just want you to reach back and grab that ankle. You can get comfortable here. Just pull that back to stretch through this giant quad muscle in the front. I hope you guys are starting to be able to feel that relaxing part of the stretch. I hope that you felt like this was beneficial to you. It's hard sometimes to move in the confines of your own home, but we do our best, right? It's important to look after your bodies, especially with all of the craziness in the world. We gotta maintain our health and our sanity. Switch sides, roll on over. Give it that nice deep stretch through the quad. Quad muscle is this big one right in the front. If there's any specific muscle group you're interested in working, you could let me know in the comments and I can plan for it for next week. Be happy to take requests for muscle groups. All right, go ahead and release. Come on up. Get yourself nice and settled. Let those hip bones kind of settle into the floor, so however feels comfortable to you. Then I want you to take the arms back behind, clasp those fingers, and pull your shoulder blades down and back. So we're looking like this. Keep your chest up and your chin off your chest. And then we're gonna go ahead and reverse that. Clasp your hands and press away from you. And this time it's okay for you to tuck that chin towards the chest. Stretch through your shoulders, through your arms, a little bit through your neck. Bring it down, take it off to one side. Try and keep those hips on the floor. Just stretch through that side body. And take it off to the other side. Make sure that your arm is going over your head and not in front of your face. Bring it up. Bring the soles of your feet together. And then as you keep your chest lifted, I want you to just lean forward as far as feels comfortable to you. I don't want you to pull up on your feet, but if you want to kind of brace on your ankles or just a light touch on those feet, that's okay too. And if you want to try and deepen the stretch, you can press your elbows against your thighs to kind of press those knees down towards the mat. We're just trying to get a good stretch here, no need to overwork anything. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, bring it back up. Again, go ahead and sit just however feels comfortable to you. We're going to bring one arm across the chest. Keep that shoulder drop down from your ear. It's kind of a gray, depressing day, so I hope that this helped start your day off on a more positive note than the outside weather would, indicate. Open wide and bring the other side across. I think sometimes in life we have to manufacture our own happiness, right? It's up to us. So whether that's exercising or, spending time with family on playing a game, watching a movie, whatever, FaceTiming friends right now, do whatever you can to just bring a little light to your life. Stretch. Okay, we're gonna do the triceps. So just gentle pressure on that elbow. Make sure you're not pulling too hard on that joint. The goal is to get that middle finger right between the shoulder blades on the spine. Open wide and we switch. Release. Nice job. All right. Give me a few little shoulder rolls. Bring it all the way up to your ears and then release. Up and down. Now switch the direction. Alright, I want you to take your fingers and just nice light pressure on the crown of your head. We're looking to get a stretch all the way from the jaw down into the shoulder. So see if you can find that sweet spot. The other hand can come out to the mat or even wrap around the back if you'd like to intensify. Calm your breathing. And switch sides. You guys are awesome. Well done today. I know I can't see you, but you're here and that counts for a lot. So good job for showing up. That's something to be celebrated. Well done. Come back to the center. I want you to drop your chin to your chest to stretch through the back of your neck. Drop those shoulders. And then push through your chin and look up. Come back to center. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Again, breathe in. Take the deepest breath that you've taken all week. Just let your lungs expand and take as much air in as they can. And then when you can't take it anymore, let it out nice and slow. Let yourself think about nothing but your breathing. In and out. With every exhale, feel that stress melt away from your body. Feel those muscles relax and that tension ease out of your muscles. Find yourself feeling more calm and relaxed and peaceful. Breathe. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. That brings us to the end of our class today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you have an excellent week. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day.